Hey, what's going on, dudes? Welcome back. This is how to get better at Battle Royale Part 2. And the whole theme of this video is not being afraid. Not being afraid to challenge, not being afraid to push, not being afraid to press your advantage. And here's a good example here. I already took some damage, but I'm just bum rushing. You know, and you could say, oh, you only took 16 damage, but why would you, you'd be surprised when you play these type of games. We all know about the guy that just sits in the bush and waits. And the reason he does that is because he doesn't want to die. Because when you die in a battle royale, all your time is wasted. So we all know about that guy. And basically what this is an entire video of me explaining how not to wait. You see how I have no cover and he started pushing me? Or I just had to push him and go. He got me down to 25. If I'd waited another second, he probably would have killed me. And also, if I hadn't pushed, he would have hit me with that stun, which actually ended up behind my back because I didn't hesitate, okay? So there's got to be no hesitation in your game when you're playing these type of game modes. Here's another one right here. This is a great one, all right? So I tag that guy. Even tag him a second time. In my opinion, he should be dead. But then I whiffed that third shot. My immediate reaction, switch guns, push. Immediately. That's my reaction. All right? Now, in this case, he throws a smoke, so it doesn't quite work out right away. But what you see is when he pops out here, I take some damage from him, and I just re-challenge him again after he's hitting me a bunch, right? Watch. He's hitting me, gets me real low, and I just back off for just a second and then re-challenge, re-push, and that's the way to get the kills. Most people, I keep saying this, and I don't know how to really. Yeah, this one's crazy, dude. Let's watch this one first. This one's absolutely insane. This may be the best clip in the entire game, the entire gameplay. Watch this. So I'm trying to worry about this car. I'm getting shot. Don't even stop. I just immediately turn around and bum rush the guy. And not only did I kill him, caught him off guard, I also avoided the grenade that he threw at me. That's maybe the best example I can give you in the whole game. Was that one right there. And the reason is because, we'll play it in slow motion. Watch. I'm looking for the car, looking for the car. He starts hitting me, and I jump, and I'm immediately taking the cover. He thinks I'm going to heal. I just immediately rush again, and he'd already stopped shooting and tried to cook a grenade. Look at that, man. That is textbook. That is beautiful right there. That's the way to kill people, okay? You have to play a game that they're not quite expecting you to play, and I don't know how I didn't hit that guy with that mesh mine. That was close, in my opinion, but whatever. So the key is, I keep saying this, and it feels weird to say it this way, but most people don't expect you to re-challenge them right away. And most people are thinking in their own terms as like, what's this person going to do? If they damage you a bunch, their thought is, hey, if that was me and I took a bunch of damage, I almost killed that guy, he's low. They're thinking that you're going to retreat and just heal up. So in this case, I'm trying to do that with that sniper. I'm trying to get a good angle on him so I can shoot him, but he tagged me down to 150, so now I'm like, all right, now I have to go back. Since he's missing a lot of shots, I actually feel really confident challenging him here. So I hop up on the roof, do that little door trick, which I like, and now I know where he's shooting me from, so now I'm just going to keep doing this and show him that I know right where he is and that he can't be messing with me like this. So I'm just going to sit here and do that. As you notice, I'm not healing right yet because I don't want to take the time to heal because that's a waste in this gunfight like that. So now I'm going to heal because I have a little bit of cover. Actually, look, I didn't even heal there either. That's crazy. But look how much I'm tagging him. So now I'm like, all right, now I should probably heal up here. But what you're doing to a guy like that is you're letting him know, hey, man, I'm not just going to let you get free shots on me. Now, the only time I do that now, I used to do that with everybody. And it works generally, but the only time I do it now is when I'm certain that the guy's not that good. And I could tell by how many shots he missed that he wasn't going to kill me unless I was standing out there for too long. So that's why I took that challenge. If the guy beams you, if he lights you up real fast and you don't even know where he is, that's not a situation where you want to challenge that. You might be able to heal up and then maybe try to peek and see if you can find out where he is. But if he tags you again after that. See, here we go. Here again with this one. Immediate reaction is to start cooking a grenade. And then I'm immediately pushing after that grenade. Watch. Well, maybe not exactly right there, but that's because I have an assault rifle out. But the trick with the long snipers like that is just, to challenge it. Now, this is the one right here. This actually changed my entire playstyle, and this has gotten me to the point. This is a complete pivot point for me in my playstyle. Watch what happens here, okay? Now, I don't actually see this guy going downhill first. I don't see him there in the bush, but this guy's coming behind me. So I flip around. There's the guy. I light him up. I dip behind the rock, and then I immediately pop back out. I had 6 health, okay? There was no thought in my mind of healing right there. And same with that guy. I heal once, and then he pushes me, and look, I actually wanted to do it again, but I ran out of ammo. I actually tried to peek back out a second time again, just like I did before, but I actually had no ammo. Which I had to wait a second to reload. And in that case, I was already thinking like, okay, now I have to get a little bit more of an advantage. I have to jump up, in order to get sort of like an air advantage. So he is not quite expecting me to come that way. And that clip right there completely changed my entire playstyle. Completely changed it. As you see right here, it's later in the game. I actually tried to grapple, and I just missed. That was just a failed challenge. And the reason that one sucked is because I was ready to. Yeah, see, I should have even shot him. I should have just grappled originally, but since I'm so unfamiliar with grapples, I don't know how to do it. And I don't know how to make it work. So what you see here is another challenge on a guy who is trying to snipe me. Check this out. Look at this. He's hitting me from a distance. I can't see him, so I'm going to heal once because I'm so low. But as soon as I heal, I'm immediately cooking a grenade because I know where he is. Missed the grenade. I don't really know how, but I still know he's there. I'm not healing. Not even bothering to heal right now. Dip from his grenade. I'm going to heal again because I know he's probably running at this point since he's outside the zone. Still not full health, but I'm still not going to heal. And now I see him going this way. So again, I'm going to wait for him even though I'm outside the zone. I'm going to wait. Light him up. Terrible shots right there. I don't know what's happening. I duck down and immediately re-challenge. Again, not healing. Because you lose your advantage when you do that. There's a split, there's a 1 second window or a split second window. You'll see it perfectly here too. This is a great example. This clip's awesome. Now I have 200 health, so I should be good to go, but I actually didn't see him down below. But then I'm like, oh, there he is. So he dips me, I dump down, immediately pop back up and re-challenge, and then I get the kill. So even though I only have 60 health, and even though that's less than half health, you'd think like, man, you shouldn't be challenging a guy like that. Well, that's why you do it. Is because you shouldn't be doing it, and that's why it's the proper play, is because no one's expecting that. Now, there's another thing that I talked about in my last video heavily, is not to loot the bag right away. And I'm glad I didn't loot the bag right away, because as you saw, that guy was sitting on the roof, he would have waited there and just sniped me. So now I go in here and pick up some of this stuff, because I saw him dip around the corner, and all I have are whites, so I want to get something better. Now, I don't actually have them equipped right here, which is a mistake on my part, but this is really sick. This is just something that I've tried to get for a long time because there's a daily bounty for it, and that's a double kill with a single grenade. And obviously, it's really, really hard to get in like duos, quads, all that kind of stuff. I just got it in solos. I just killed 2 guys with the same grenade in solos. That's ridiculous. Okay, now here's another example. So I see this guy sniping over there, and I'm tagging him a little bit, and as soon as he retreats, I go, okay, now it's my opportunity to push down. I should have done it earlier. That's my opportunity to push behind some cover. Now I'm going to rush at him with this shed up to my upper left, right in my view, so that if he hits me, which he does right there, all I have to do is push at him directly behind the shed like that, and he doesn't know that I'm coming up. So he probably thinks I'm like trying to heal and wait it out and figure out where he's going. Now I'm waiting here, so he's probably not expecting me to be this close. Now, those are just bad shots. That's why I pulled off of him. It's like, dude, I'm not hitting any of those. I better back off. Which totally is what you should do. If you start shooting at a guy and you miss all your shots right away, you got to get off of him. Now I'm getting sniped from behind, so now my only decision is to push him. And I thought I'd go for that tree, but couldn't make it to the tree. And then, I mean, I'm still up in his face with 6 health. That's what I'm talking about. You can't be afraid of that. In that situation, there's no other alternative. Either you stand out in the open and you die, or you push him and then you still maybe die, but at least you have this chance. Now this is another no hesitation part where that guy mesh mines me. Hop out of the truck immediately. I should have done faster, but hop out of the truck immediately. Light him up. Just like that. He still has his mesh mines out, most likely, trying to shoot me in the truck. And as soon as I hop out, then he's like, uh-oh, and then he might switch to the gun. Now this is an example of a bad challenge, okay? This is an example of being too afraid and dying because of it, okay? So I see this guy up there, and he didn't see me, so I really missed my entire opportunity to push up on him and close the distance. And now I'm trying to shoot him from a distance, and I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do this. So I look right, uh-oh, there's no cover, so I go to push up, I push left, start cooking a grenade. He sees me doing that, and he immediately moves right. So I go to move right, and then I realize that's not a good place to go, and so I move back left, and look at that grenade kills me. If I just moved left initially, I would have been fine. Okay, but again, that's being too afraid. Okay, now here's a great example too. I hear some footsteps as I come out of this room, start cooking a grenade, can't see him. Now I'm switching my equipment, which is something I've said. You've got to be able to switch your equipment when things are tense and you're in these retreat moments or tight moments, whatever. Now I'm healing because I'm not full health. I immediately grapple. He's over there. hit him a few times. As soon as he retreats, I already had the grapple out. Now, I didn't lock on the grapple right away because I'm not as familiar with him, but as soon as he came out from behind that satellite, boom, challenge immediately, not even a hesitation. That's the same game, just a couple minutes later. You'll see that I'm in here and I hear some cars driving by. And now I don't know what's... This is an example of... My favorite gun's the Cordite by far. But in this game, I was playing with the MP40, and I'm sure this night had felt good with the MP40, so I didn't even bother with the Cordite. So he comes out. He just taunted because he killed the guy. Watch. Light him up. He retreats. Immediately push. No hesitation. He has no chance to do anything. He has no chance to heal. He has no chance for anything. In fact, if he healed immediately when I did that, he would have gotten killed while he was trying to heal. And again, it's just a matter of doing things immediately, okay? Immediately challenging, okay? Now, this is one where, again, same game. I hear this guy over here in the two hangars, and I immediately put on a dead silence, and I switch to my sensor dart, pop that thing up, and now I see where he is, and no hesitation here. Switching equipment, grappling. Now I'm up here, and I can see him. He looks like he's down below me, and I can hear him. It sounds like he's looting, so I'm just like, all right, we're going for this. No waiting. Light him up. Now, obviously, he's not that good of a player because, you know, he shouldn't have been doing that kind of stuff. Now, here's the other thing. So I hear a helicopter land up there, and I'm aware of my surroundings. I'm not looting right away because a guy just landed up there. He probably saw me since I was grappling around on the roofs and all that kind of stuff. Now, he knows I'm down here. As you can see, he's looking for me. But I'm not going to shoot until he shoots at me because I don't know what kind of gun he has. He probably has a sniper, and I don't want to wait for that. So now that I see him dip over the hill, I'm like, I have a quick second to loot. So I loot, again, only when it's safe. Okay, now here's another example of, you know, obviously what I've been talking about, me pushing a guy. And, well, this one's not as much of a push. I hear his car, and I don't hesitate to pull out the grenade. And I throw a good grenade. Give him a little tap, tap, tap. Because I hate guys who drive around in cars. I don't hate the guys themselves, but I hate that they play that way. So now in this one, I heard a guy over here. And so I just peek in the window. I'm like, okay, there he is again. Had to deal with these zombies. Again, that's why I love Brawlers, just a one hit. Now he comes back this way. Now look, he's retreating, so my immediate thing, push, immediately. Don't be afraid. Now, of course, I have 196 health, so there's no reason to be afraid. But even if I had 5 health, I still would have done that. Still would have done that. Actually, I think his emblem said he has 475 wins, so that's pretty crazy. So here we are in another game. The ending to this game is one of the worst endings I've ever had in a game. And it really sucks. Now, immediately I'm pushing up here, no hesitation. Switch to my equipment right there. There's a guy like 15 feet from me, and I'm switching equipment in my mini menu. That's how confident I am in these fights, and that's how close you have to be able to do things and hold your own under pressure, right? And again, these tips apply to all Battle Royales, not just Blackout, but specifically Blackout because that's what I'm playing, and also Warzone because it's similar. Obviously, there's some differences, but now, so here we go again. I dive down. And I can hear footsteps, so I'm immediately like, okay, there's a guy over here somewhere. Now this one you'll actually see, I actually dip around at the last second because he was hitting shots on me. And he had 12 health. I'm lucky that I killed him with the bullets that I did. But he was lasering me, which is why mid-gunfight I was already moving left behind that cover. And that's why I didn't get too far away from that cover because you have to be able to protect yourself from that. Now here's one. See me shooting a bunch. I miss all those, so I disengage and then I re-engage. And the reason I do that is because, for whatever reason, my shots are just way off. There's some sort of movement thing. Now, check this out. This is solid right here. Watch this guy. Like, well, dude, get out of my face. Right back to this gun. And then, now I'm just going to loot real quick because I just killed both the guys. And see a guy in a car. So I'm going to try to shoot him. I thought that was a good shot. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Now I'm getting shot from the other side while worrying about the car. So make sure he's leaving. I can see this guy over here. Now, I'm challenging this guy. I don't hit him at all. I don't even hit him once, and I challenge him for a while. And the reason I don't want to run is because, again, because of the type of person I am, I don't want to let someone like that get free shots on me, especially when I have a sniper, and I just sniped that guy like I just did a second ago. Like, I know my shot's relatively good, but for whatever reason, I just can't hit him. So after a couple shots, I'm like, yeah, I have to get out of there. But it's extremely important to challenge and re-challenge these guys, okay? It's just... You can't worry about your health too much. The only time you really want to worry about it is if you're in a completely open area with no cover. But even then, what are you going to do? You're going to retreat for 2-3 seconds to heal? Like, I'd rather just shoot for 2 or 3 seconds because if you have 10 health, healing goes to 60 health. I don't know how that missed, huh? Apparently, second one hit, though. So this is one of the worst losses I've ever had, and this really drilled into my head one of the next lessons that I learned, which is equipment. Equipment is absolutely essential. Now you'll see I actually missed this grenade a little bit. If I'd thrown a little more to the right, I probably would have killed him actually.
Relocate to safe zone.
But I ended up throwing it left because I was trying to snap on him. Now I see that guy on the left roof. I know he's there, so now I'm worried about that. So I'm going to try to do something to him. And look at that. I'm getting sniped from the right side again. Like, who hides up there, man? Like, I already killed one guy that was just next to a bush. Like, the circle's so small. But at this point, I don't really have anything to push. Now, obviously, he tagged me hard, so I'm going to heal up here before I re-engage him. Because I can't, you know, he obviously got me down pretty low, so now I'm going to re-engage. Realize I should probably get closer. And I see him grapple over. So I'm waiting for this grenade, and I waited little. I didn't quite cook it enough on that grenade, and that's something I've since rectified, but I didn't quite cook it enough, so instead of killing him off the roof, now I didn't kill him, and now I have no equipment. So now it's like, okay, well, now I can't do that. So I'm pretty much stuck here. I'm pretty much stuck with no equipment because I can't do anything to this guy. He's got the higher ground, and I don't, and I have really not good cover. So now I'm getting shot from the right. So now I'm trying to heal because I'm getting shot from two guys. So I can't tell where he is on the right. Thought that should have hit, but it didn't. And then I'm like, man, I got to move out of here, dude. I have to get a better angle here. And as soon as I get here, this guy's shooting me again. And then that guy's shooting me again. And it's pretty much just... What I was too afraid to push up to that building. What I should have done was push up to the bottom of that building so the guy on the top couldn't hit me. And that would have been the perfect place to be. I'm too afraid to push and didn't have the right equipment to push. Therefore, I lost bad. Okay, now this one, I've been sitting here for like a minute or two fighting this guy. And he's been sitting up on the roof. And he wouldn't come down. And I didn't want to push up because he had a shotgun. So I'm sitting here. Terrible shots with the Spitfire. Even more terrible shots with the Spitfire. And I decide, okay, that's not working. I'm going to switch to Vapor. As I'm doing that, I see this other guy dropping down. So I deal with him real quick first. Come behind here. Don't even attempt to heal. All I do is reload and re-challenge. No healing. Okay? 14 health. And I'm re-challenging a guy. I'm not going to take the time to heal because I would have lost the gunfight. Okay? It's extremely important that you get this in your head while you're playing. Now, obviously, you have to be good to do this kind of stuff. Okay, here's a guy. Shoot him. Now, again, you'll see me here challenge a sniper, which is something I definitely don't do as much anymore, and certainly not with a Vapor. With a silencer on it, even more than that. But as I'm sitting here, I'm moving around, and he's missing a lot of shots, so I'm immediately going to challenge him. And look at that. Killed him just like that. No problem. If you tried to heal, if you ducked down and tried to heal and do that kind of stuff, you'd have been killed, okay? Here's another perfect example, okay? Start running. Here's some footsteps to my left. Right there. Okay, turn. The guy lit me up down to 75, and what do? I just re-challenge him immediately. I don't try to heal. I don't try to reposition. I don't try to do anything because in that brief second, the last thing he's expecting is, you know, now this is another great example, right? So I actually missed that grapple because I suck. It was not intentional. This is another example right here of just challenging a guy constantly without healing, okay? So look, challenging, he lights me up to 23, I re-challenge, I duck to reload again, and re-challenge again. No healing in there, all right? Because there's no time for healing in that gunfight, okay? Healing takes, at a minimum, 2 seconds. That's too long to be out of it, all right? Now, I hear the guy below me. There was a fence that he hit, so I'm kind of waiting for that. So I'm pretty sure he's behind me or below me in the building, so I go down here. I have a dead silence on, but I have to open those doors, so there you go. No waiting around, no like, hey, I think there might be a guy below there. Should I try to challenge? Should I do something about it? Just like, nope, go for it immediately. Now here's another one. This is why I do this to snipers, okay? So he's hitting me, I duck, and he's not really hitting too many shots. So now I'm going to challenge him with the Galil, tap him a few times, and that's all it takes. Now he's dipped away, and then in the rest of that clip, he doesn't end up coming back to me. So now I've moved all the way uphill to here, same game. And this is an example of a failed challenge, okay? He's too far for me right there to challenge this ballsy. He's too far for me. I've still got some decent shots on him, but he was too far for me to challenge. And I didn't hit him enough with the Galil to challenge that. So that was a poor challenge on my part. Okay, now here's another great one, all right? So me and this guy have been having a sniper battle for like 3 minutes. And I had tried to pin him out there. I mean, I'm not joking when I say I probably shot maybe 30 shots at him. Okay, so I miss a few there, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't working. So I jump off, light him up, kill him. Now, the great benefit of that one was he had actually thrown a grenade, and I didn't know that. But the fact that I challenged him so hard he threw the grenade and it missed me because I wasn't afraid and I just pushed him immediately. So this one here, that guy locked onto me, didn't get me the first time, locked onto me that second time, and I knew he was up here, so I jumped out immediately, tried to challenge him. Didn't hit him there. Immediately challenged again, grapples, just pushing into somebody's face. Now he tries to grapple away. And there it is, there's a finish. Now he wasn't the best player, but again, I'm not afraid. As soon as I see that gunfight, I have to engage. You have to, or you're gonna die. Same with this one here. I can hear him driving, walking around to my left. So I push up here. I'm almost never in vehicles, so it's rare that I was in there. But again, just hop off. Don't be afraid. Hop off, get in their face. Shove your barrel down their throat and light them up. Right? So here's another one too. This is a good one too. So I'm sitting here. I can see that guy, and I immediately rush him and grapple. And then I try to use the cover for a second, wait for him to stop shooting. And I just was off on my shots that second time. But again, another one that didn't work out in my favor. But the fact of the matter is there's far more clips where it works out in my favor than when it doesn't work out in my favor. So this time, I heard this guy under here, and this is critical. I talk about this all the time to my buddy, and it's very, very critical you clear your corners. I heard him walking, and then I heard nothing. So I'm very carefully clearing the corner. I thought that bear was him maybe. So I peek, and I go, yep, there he is. Look, he got me down to 45. So if I hadn't done that, if I hadn't known he was there, he would have killed me for sure. All right, so it's important to clear your corners, and then you can be aggressive. Once you know the situation, you can be aggressive. Okay, there's that guy there. As soon as I see him, I'm cooking a grenade. Immediate, no hesitation. As soon as I throw it, I'm switching and pushing him, and I'm not going to hesitate here. I thought he maybe went right. Okay, as soon as he does that, immediately I'm pushing. Obviously, I don't have any meds here, but he hit me a few times, and I'm pushing. And then look, same thing here. I'm 47 health, and I just get in his face and push again. Now, I lucked out that I have the cordite, which has a big clip, and he was missing those shots. But same thing. So this is one of the best clips also, okay? You have to push smart. So I see him, and I go, oh, well, hey, I have a second here. I can push him without him seeing me. So I push all the way up into his face. And look, he was not expecting that. He was trying to climb out the window. And then I get hit by a second guy. Re-challenge him, 75. Get behind the tree, re-challenge again. No healing. He got me down to 70 to 25, and he almost broke my armor. Okay, but if I hadn't re-challenged him there, would have lost the gunfight. All right? Now, this is one here that is crazy, okay? This guy was actually in the room with me the whole time. I didn't know. But I ran, and I immediately flipped around and re-challenged here with, what was that, 12 or 15 health? And I actually got him low. If you see, his screen's flashing red there. So he had a trauma kit on, and I got him that low. So it's just the way it works, man. I can't explain it more than doing it smart, okay? Now, this is a game where I'm taunting that guy because I'm stuck underneath him with the worst guns possible, the Rampage and the Hades, and he's been up there, and he hasn't come down because he doesn't want to give up the advantage, and I don't want to give up my advantage of being in here, so I taunted him. Now, this is the key, okay? This was like 3 to 4 minutes. If you see, there's only 64 people in here right now. So for 3 to 4 minutes, I've been sitting in this room, not leaving, because I'm not going to be able to fight him fairly if we just get in a straight-up old-fashioned gunfight, okay? So now I break that window, try to bait him out. And this is the most perfect example I can give you of pushing smart and challenging smart and not just bum rushing every time. So look, okay? Light him up. Push him. Stay at the cover. He literally gets me to 2. I wait a second until he stops shooting, and then I re-challenge. With 2 health, I re-challenge that guy. All right? Don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid. Obviously, you have to play the game enough to know the situations to do that in, but you really need to be aggressive, and you need to be accurate, and you need to do it smart. I sat there for 3 to 4 minutes this game, and then in that moment, I pushed him and challenged him. When I had 2 health, I re-challenged. All right? It's extremely important that you don't be afraid, and you take the fight to them, and you shove your barrel down their throat, and you make them do something about it. All right, guys? Appreciate you checking this one out. Hope this one helps you. See you later.